So when you go there, it's almost like it's a gathering of Buddhist people from all over the world. And that in itself is actually quite a beautiful experience. Of course, lots of Tibetans as well go there, because the Tibetans are very keen on going to Bodh Gaya. Many of them already live in India. So there's a coming together and a sense of basically meeting lots of Buddhist people everywhere in the world. And it's quite fascinating. Suddenly you feel as if you're part of this enormous Buddhist family which spreads now across the globe, basically to every nook and cranny of this globe. Today you find monks, for example, even in Africa. There are black African monks who take part in some of these ceremonies and things that we sometimes meet. So they are everywhere. Everybody is getting inspired by the Dhamma of the Buddha. So this is just to give you some idea about the history of this pilgrimage and some of the people who have done this sort of pilgrimage in the past. Now the last thing I want to talk about is, well, what can we expect to get out of a pilgrimage? Why should we do it? What is the purpose? What can it do for us in a sense, this kind of pilgrimages? And the first thing, and a very powerful thing that I've always found with going on a pilgrimage, is that it gives the whole Buddhist teachings, the whole of Buddhism, a very powerful historical reality here. Sometimes I found when I was reading the Buddha's discourses, you read about the Buddha was staying here, Buddha was staying in Rajagaon, Buddha was staying in Savatthi, this and that happened. And sometimes I'm not really sure, is it a fairy tale or is it real, or sometimes it seems a bit like a fairy tale. It's almost hard sometimes to relate to it. It's a foreign culture, 2,500 years ago, in a far, far away land. I mean, how can we really relate to that in an easy way? Sometimes it seems very foreign and hard to relate to. So the beautiful thing about going to India is that instead of having that sense of foreignness, which you can get sometimes when you read the discourses of the Buddha, what he said, it brings everything alive.